Tanahashi up first, though.
Misawa. Flosion.
Flosion!
It's all over.
Surely!
Flosion Kai.
1,
That's it.
2, 3
he
with
did it.
16 seconds to go on the time limit. Misawa wins this main event against Hiroshi Tanahashi. My God, what a match!
And how much is that taken out of Misawa?
PodMania Pro-Wrestling presents.
After the incredible culmination of last week's main event between Mitsuharu Misawa and Hiroshi Tanahashi, PPW Fight Club returns this week with an even more stacked show. With Kenny Omega and Mitsuharu Misawa making positive starts in their campaign to become the first ever PPW Global Elite Crown Champion, it's the turn of Keith Lee and Dragon Lee in Block B, while Block A sees the Battle of the Lariats as Stan Hansen and his Western Lariat takes on Kazuchika Okada and his Rainmaker. Elsewhere, we begin the 8-team single elimination tournament to crown the first PPW Tag Team Champions, with the first quarter-final pitting the Miracle Violence Connection and fan favourites Natural Disasters together. Finally, in our main event, we have a Joshi dream match for the ages, with the daughter of Kong and AJW superstar Asia Kong taking on the icon of stardom Mayu Iwatani for a place in the PPW Valkyrie Championship Battle Royal. So, with the matches set, we head to ringside for our opening contest and join our commentary team of Rob Goodwin, Chris O'Brien, and Garth Jackson. So lads, we start with Block B action, the Battle of the Lees, as the limitless Keith Lee comes to the ring first. A little bit of a reminder, Block B at the moment, only one match taking part with Kenny Omega sitting on top of the block. Garth, how are you feeling about this match? Who's your favourite going in?
I think it's pretty much just going to be a squash match. Keith Lee's is going to absolutely destroy Dragon Lee. That's what I'm thinking.
Chris, what about you?
Dragon Lee, at one point, basically running CMLL, former IWGP Junior Champion, winning that in Madison Square Garden, I believe.
Means nothing here in the rough and tumble world of the Fight Club.
Yeah, where we actually care about our championship lineage.
Starting with some big strikes.
Both men have extensive experience on the American Indies, both men. But only Lee has honed his craft in Japan, and you can see that throughout his moveset, definitely inspired by Katsuyori Shibata.
Still that big, heavy-hitting style, though, from Keith Lee. Will that negate the high-flying of Dragon Lee?
Ryu Lee does also have the lineage that Keith Lee doesn't. Of course, brother of Rush, current Ring of Honor champion, and also the son of Labicia Del Ring.
Full of facts, aren't you, Chris?
That's why I'm here.
I'm here primarily for facts.
I'm here for facts, and also the fact that I own up the Fire Pro DLC.
1, 2, surely not. Imagine, from a shoulder tackle. Just for the sake of continuity, me and Garth will continue to call Ryu Lee Dragon Lee, even though we know his name is Ryu Lee. I apologise.
He's Dragon Lee now in Ring of Honor. I'm just calling him Ryu Lee through. Oh, it's breaking down.
My God, slaps.
I got Keith Lee breaking it with a forearm, but Dragon Lee taking that personally.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
my
never
God.
Gonna stop, lad. He's taking this personally. This is what Dragon Lee needs to do, though. He needs to take down Keith Lee if he's going to go for his power moves. Remember, all his big finishing moves, including the Desert Destroyer and the thing that broke Hiromu Takahashi's neck.
The Phoenix Flex. Oh my God,
yeah,
big double stomp.
That will involve getting the big man up. So you need to weaken him to make him more prone, because Keith Lee could toss you out the ring if he really wanted to.
Weaken fight. Just like that. Oh my God. Shades of Omega and Angle last week.
Oh,
big
Dragon Lee taking no shit. getting a big German in 6 minutes.
That was impressive.
Going back to it.
Still not entirely sure that slapping would be the way to go for Riuli.
And still, we are aware.
No, you go for the
we need
biggest
to replace
target.
the mats.
The abandoned mattresses we're currently using, yes, are very low rent.
Oh, Spirit
Big
Bomb!
Spirit Bomb.
That's it. Get in the ring, Lee.
Is it going to
Oh
be
my
a double
god, is this
count-out?
it? No.
Count out would result in neither man getting a point, as it's both men losing.
Well, and the ref's taking a bump.
Ref's
And he's,
down. This ref
the ref's-
really sucks. We're gonna have to.
he's
Luckily,
split open as well.
And there's no referee.
Oh,
Pinfall.
luckily for everyone, Mr. Judgment is now not only the only ref we have. We will be changing out refs every match now.
We're going up market, guys. Going up market.
Yeah, we're paying the refs in experience.
Oh,
Just to remind everyone that every match in the Global Elite Crown Championship is a 20-minute time limit. Roll up. 1, 2. No, not quite.
Not even a
not
two.
there.
We too, despite doing a lot of moves to each other. Oh, big knee strikes, and I'm gonna have to change my statement there because that's gonna have done a lot of damage. You can be as big as you want, but a blow to the head is a blow to the head. Oh,
But
1,
I think
2. Oh, the closest of 2 counts for Keith Lee. Gets him up
and
again.
another one. Keith Lee's showing his superior strength now, and
superior
don't
strength. And
I don't think Dragon can take much more of this.
that's the thing. Dragon Lee needs to keep moving. He needs to duck and dive.
He's working on pure adrenaline now, I think.
Who, Dragon Lee? Nah.
Yeah.
He's went up against worse. Oh, what's he thinking here? Oh, shades of Katsuyori Shibata.
Wow. literally the Shibata taunt as well.
Wearing it on his sleeve, he is. Big German suplex.
Right
You
on,
asked a question.
right on Lee's neck.
You have to realise that Lee isn't used to taking bombs like this. Normally people can't get him up for it, so this is going to be new territory for him.
Lee
Slammed
deposits his
straight
outside
onto the
again.
apron. Are we going to see another bomb? No.
Big knee to the face again. These big strikes from from Dragon Lee's rather, they don't seem to be having much of an effect on Keith Lee.
Nope,
And
but
he seems to be
dazed.
getting up right away.
Seems to be no selling them almost entirely.
Big Bailey to belly.
Big box slam.
The proponent of that move.
Oh, back to the slaps. This match has really been defined by these slaps to the chest.
The slapping exchange is unreal, and this Fight Club crowd again baying for blood. So listen to
lads,
the knife-edge chops. Listen to the sound reverberating around this at least 2/5 full arena.
It's getting ridiculous, lads.
We're gonna
Oh,
have to move
shit.
Up. We're going to have to move up to a big arena soon, boys.
We're going to need a bigger room.
14 and a half minutes gone on that time limit again. 20 minutes the time limit on these matches.
You have to understand, though, being a proponent of loot... Oh,
Oh,
Oh, Destroyer!
That's the Turner.
Is that
Again?
enough? Lee up!
no, Spirit Bomb.
Spirit Bomb! 1, 2, 3! And Keith Lee, just like that, after eating a Destroyer from the top rope.
Super Canadian Destroyer.
No selling it entirely. Keith Lee is your winner and moves on to 2 points to join Kenny Omega at the top of Block B, with Dragon Lee and Kurt Angle on lowly 0 with 1 loss each. Samoa Joe, the only member of Block B so far to not have a match. Garth, played out pretty much like you anticipated.
It did. To be honest, I think Dragon Lee gave quite a good account of himself, but I mean, the power of Keith Lee was just too much, and I think doing those slaps really sort of played into Keith Lee's hands, really. So pretty inevitable come the end of the match.
Really let the pride let his pride get the best of him there.
Completely agree. Completely agree. So, without further ado, without dwelling on this, let's move on to our second match. So we move on to tag team actions. The Miracle Violence connection of Steve Williams and Terry Gordy make their way to the ring. The referee is actually a fucking bear. That's absolutely incredible.
He's a fair bear, Rob.
This dude dressed in a bear costume is not getting himself over on my dime.
He's not dressed in a bear costume, Gareth. He's a bear. Have you seen those teeth? You don't get those teeth on regular humans. This match, of course, set for 30 minutes. We decided to give tag teams a bit longer, given the extra people in the ring.
Let's be honest. If anyone is going to contain the strength in this ring, it is the actual fucking bear.
Yeah, you don't want a human in here for this job. It's the bear or Deadpool, quite frankly.
To give a bit of context, ladies and gentlemen, this is a single elimination tournament. 8 teams to crown our first ever PPW World Tag Team Champions. This, of course, is the Natural Disasters versus the Miracle Violence Connection, and the winner of this match will take on the winner of Red Dragon and FTR in the next round.
Terry Gordy and Dr. Death Steve Williams, of course, best known for their run in All Japan Pro Wrestling, also appearing in WCW, headlining several pay-per-views. Of course, the Typhoon is known for his amazing resemblance to the Shockmaster.
And best mates to Hulk Hogan as Tugboat.
Yeah, and then Earthquake, also known as John Tenta. From Yokozuna over in Japan, which is the highest rank of sumo, not just some funny lad from the New Gen era.
Not just some Samoa in a nappy.
Outstanding big man Earthquake. 1, but the bear only counts 1.
Of course, this is a match full of outstanding big men and Typhoon.
I feel like it's almost...
Just working his magic on both guys.
Of course, if this goes to a draw, it will go to a referee's decision. By which I mean me, Rob, and Garth will take a vote.
Well, as it's 3 of us, that will make most sense.
We're not only the commentators, we're the judges.
We can't afford to buy judges at the moment, so as you can tell by our ring mats.
We could have just pretended to have... big backdrop.
Suplex.
Not something you often see from John Tenta.
Well, I mean, Gordy just tried to suplex Earthquake, which is pretty foolish.
Well, Terry Gordy is quite strong. He's a fucking bear.
Running bulldog.
And not...
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Sorry to Fair Bear.
I will just say it's going to be very interesting because it feels like the Miracle Violence Connection deal almost exclusively in suplexes. So...
And bombs.
And power bombs, of course.
And pile drivers.
And pile drivers.
Oh my word. Now that is some power.
That is some power. Typhoon, not a small man by any stretch of the imagination.
It's quite. You could say it's shocking how big he is.
Chris here for the humour
shattering.
as well as the colour. Shattering. He deserves a pile driver just for that mullet.
It's era appropriate. Oh, Dr. Bomb.
Oh my god.
word.
1, 2. Is Earthquake going to get there in time? Seemed in absolutely no hurry whatsoever to get there to break up the pinfall, Earthquake.
I mean, like, he wants to win the match, but he's not going to run.
The strength of Dr. Death is unreal.
Ducking under.
What reversal? What a sequence!
More agility there from Typhoon.
Who knew Typhoon had it in him?
Oh, but what's this?
Whatever you can do, you can do
powerbomb.
better, says for natural disasters.
Into the corner.
Was that an illegal weapon he used there? Power of the punch.
Brass knucks. Big closed fist there by Earthquake. Are we allowing those in PPW? Of course we are. Anything goes in the Fight Club.
What about a bear hug? In honour of our referee.
Fair doesn't like it when you continuously bring attention to the fact that he is a bear.
I appreciate his dance when he's standing still.
That's not dancing. He breathes very heavily, Rob.
I appreciate the fact he moves faster than anybody in the ring.
He would move a lot faster than Earthquake trying to break up that pinfall earlier on in the match.
He's an agile bear. We need to...
We are over a third of the way through this match, and
we would like to...
Typhoon's just standing there. What's he doing? And now he's... And Dr. Death is dealing all the punishment here.
Typhoon's finding the calm in the eye of the storm. Oh, big power slam.
Big power slam. 1, 2. Move, Earthquake. Get a shift on, lad.
Well, it's Williams' MVP in the match so far for me.
100%. Really asserting himself. Big clothesline. And a big shoulder tackle.
Williams is not one to phone in a performance unless he goes to ECW.
Unless he's got a boxing match.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate, I'm injured. Can't do this.
No.
Oh,
See,
big elbow from Earthquake.
Where Williams succeeded, Gordy seems to be feeling.
Oh, the Earthquake.
Here we go.
Earthquake splash.
Oh my god, is it the Earthquake Splash? It is!
It is.
The big sit. 1, 2.
Williams having absolutely none of it.
Oh my god, one elbow knocks both members of the Miracle Violence Connection down. And a big power slam out of the ring. Body slam, sorry.
Worked with the Miracle Violence Connection, but since Gordy's taken control, they've been on shaky grounds.
Would this be the final turn, though?
Earthquake seems to have been isolated from his teammates.
You don't want Dr. Death behind you. He can hit you with that backdrop out of absolutely nowhere, and if he hits you with that, you're done.
Come on, get him pinned. What are you waiting around for?
No favoritism here in...
I was just going to say, God, not veiling his favoritism in any way. Oh my god, on the neck, Jesus Christ.
Williams does not have the... He didn't have the strength to get up.
2. Earthquake gets
there.
Literally just in time.
Now it's both natural disasters. Fair though, telling John Tennant to get out of the ring. As you can see, Cassius Ohno's in the front row with his legs crossed.
The genius of wrestling.
Yeah, go listen to his podcast. He'll get over one day, kid.
Spike pile driver.
Unbelievable.
Just going right back to the neck. Terry Gordy of no course can put people away with power bombs just like that, folding him up.
2. Oh my god.
And I'm sure Earthquake will have something to say to Typhoon about that.
Typhoon seemed to forget who he was actually on the team with.
Oh, big bear hug.
But the bear breaks it up.
He's actually nicely not to bring that up, Rob. We'd like to congratulate Bear and his life partner, Care Bear, for adopting their new son, who isn't a bear, and he wished you'd stop bringing that up.
It's a jungle boy.
Bears don't live in jungles.
Jungle Book?
Jungle Book.
He's been doing Jungle Book. Because as we all know,
Speaking of bears, Earthquake is a bear of a man.
He is enormous. Absolutely enormous.
He's taking control here by just chucking him out the ring.
Again, bearing a really strong resemblance, like Chris said, bearing a strong resemblance to Shark from WCW. That great
that has
gimmick.
To be it.
It's not.
Typhoon got there just in time.
10 minutes of the time limit left. We are 2/3 the way through this match.
This is a big body block, but Oklahoma Stampede there.
But he's going to the corner. What's he doing?
In comes Typhoon. Both teams seem reticent to actually finish this match.
It's as if they just want to cause as much damage as possible, and the actual result doesn't matter.
I mean, that is what natural disasters tend to do.
Well, it's foolish.
Garth, of course, noted wrestling veteran. Oh, sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Here we go. We're not even in Canada. Williams cuts off Earthquake. Typhoon manages to get out like the wrestling genius he is.
Oh, what's Typhoon thinking? I'm getting mixed up between the natural disasters. They all blend into one after a while. Wing shaking with every slam.
I think we might need to get a new ring, lads.
We can't afford a new ring.
We are so low rent, it's unreal.
Hang on, I'm just going to shout some instructions into the ring. Stop slamming so hard!
Take it home, lads. Make sure the right guy comes over.
We talked about this!
Oh, a big backdrop driver. It's very hard to tell who'd win at this point. If we went to points, it would be a split decision.
It really would. Big short arm lariat from Earthquake. Dog to death with those punches again.
Oh,
Jesus.
Right cross there. And the punch to the throat, I think that was, but the bear wasn't looking, so we're all right.
Punches to the throat are fine as long as it's not in the bollocks. Oh, another big backdrop driver. John Tenter trying to play Dr. Death at his own game.
Bailey to belly. Is this enough? Imagine if this match got put away with a Bailey to belly.
Oh!
Jesus.
Big
1,
slam.
2. Oh, God.
Only just. If Typhoon didn't get there, that would be it for Earthquake. Oh, Earthquake keeps missing with these punches. That would, of course, play into the referee's decision if this does go to a draw.
I will just say now as well that Earthquake seems to be exhausted. This match gone 26 minutes. Less than 4 minutes left of the time limit.
He's never done anything for that long in his life. His poor wife.
Big forearm from Typhoon. I feel like the match does sort of balance on whether Typhoon can finish it because I don't have the confidence in Earthquake's stamina at the moment.
Oh, what's he thinking here? Big power
Big
bomb
power
holding him
bomb.
up.
1,
Gonna
2,
get there.
3!
And
And he
that's it.
does.
There we
He puts him away. The Miracle Violence connection go through to the semi-finals of the tournament, pinning Typhoon at 27 minutes, 2.5 minutes before the time limit. It was a hell of a bruising match, Garth.
Yeah, went to the wire again. I think it was on a knife edge at the end there, so it could have gone either way. I think one final big move was the sort of precursor to the win, so hard fought. I thought both guys put the all in.
Chris, what about you? How did you feel about that match? Do you feel like the right team won?
I thought the Miracle Violence connection was always going to win, but the natural disasters coming out with some big bombs, especially from Earthquake. Those backdoor drivers were sickly.
Certainly were.
Dr. Death threw less backdoor drivers in that match, and that's kind of his thing. So,
what we'll do is we will move on to more Global Elite Crown Championship matches in our next match. Block A action as the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada makes his way to the ring. A block currently headed up by Misawa after his outstanding main event match with Hiroshi Tanahashi in the previous main event of Show 1. Here we go. Battle of the Lariats, lads. Who is your money on, Chris?
what we need to remember is Kazuchika Okada is used to matches going much longer than 20 minutes. None of his IWGP heavyweight title matches tend to go over 20 minutes unless you're against Bad Luck Fale, who simply doesn't have the stamina. Whereas Stan Hansen used to putting people away early, people like Misawa and Kabashi, he'd put away sub 20. So my money's on Stan Hansen. Oh, amazing agility there from Hansen. Oh, big spine buster early.
I think I'll have to agree with Chris, actually. I think Hansen's has got the power advantage, and yeah, I don't think Okada's going to be able to deal with it.
If this was a longer time limit, I might err on Okada, because we saw it in the last match where the natural disasters basically lost because Earthquake ran out of stamina. But that's not going to be an issue here. Short time limit. This is going to be no longer than the reps these men will do to prepare for this match. So
yeah.
It's not often Okada comes into a match as the underdog, but I'm afraid I've got to agree with you. Stan Hansen has got the power advantage. I think that Kazuchika Okada needs to do his very, very best to keep out of range of those fucking destructive lariats that Stan Hansen throws.
He also needs to be wary when Hansen's on the outside. You see Okada, he knows Hansen's game over there. If he's on the outside, he can't win. Hansen never loses on the outside.
And I think Hansen's smarter. Some might say dirtier. I would say smarter.
Ring general.
I mean, Okada does have training from Gato, who is a known cheater.
It's not a bad tactic that from Okada though, to target the legs, ground Stan Hansen.
problem is, if he doesn't want to run this out to a draw. So if he targets for legs, he's not going to be able to keep Hansen on his feet to hit that Rainmaker to hit that. Because you're not going to force Hansen up. He's simply too big.
Maybe it's time to break out the Uber Killer, the money clip then, Chris.
It's a shit move, Rob. I will not be giving it the time of day.
It is
Why is
certainly
Okada
not
going
a great
to at
move.
all?
It seems an unwise decision against the brutality of Stan Hansen.
Because Okada isn't smart, he's prideful. You notice nothing Stan Hansen does is flashy. He doesn't want to entertain this crowd. He wants to win. He wants the money.
That's at the end of the day, it's all about the money.
Wait, we're paying these guys?
Well,
We
win the championship.
We promised the championship winner a free McDonald's. We're not telling them that we got a free burger from the Monopoly.
Rake of the eyes by the dirtiest player in PPW.
Last week between Misawa and Tanahashi, we saw a chess match. This isn't what this is going to be, and this isn't what this has been so far.
No,
I'd be amazed if this match goes anywhere close to 20 minutes. Well,
it depends, because we've seen Okada's rather tactic so far has been to stall. So it depends how efficient Okada is at stalling. Maybe he's trying to make Hansen desperate, trying to create a hole in his offense so he can take advantage of those mistakes. The problem is Hansen's moveset is so basic, solely finely tuned. It's basically just picking you up and putting you into the ground.
1, 2. No, Okada kicks out. Swinging net breaker. Maybe the power is in the shorts, Chris.
Well, Okada elected to pick for trousers. It totally wasn't a memo.
You only qualify for your free McDonald's if you're wearing the trousers.
Stan Hansen, though, doesn't have any trousers to fit him because he's so big. So we let him off of the pants. That's the official party line, and we will not be deviating from it.
Lariato! 1,
inside out.
2, 3. Oh!
That was
Okada showing
a big kick out
unbelievable
for
spirit.
Okada, but Okada's not gotten anything major. That neck break is probably the biggest move he's got in our match, and Hansen got up first.
How much?
One more.
Oh, a big STF from Okada.
How much is that lariat taken out of Okada? Even though he's kicked down, even though he's technically still in this match, there can't be much left in the Rainmaker's tank.
No, he's definitely rumbled right now. He saw he wasn't in the STF for too long, and he knows how to use that STF. He's used that to win New Japan Cups in the past. Or gearing up for another one. Lariato!
Oh, Lariato! Inside out. Surely that's it. 1, 2. Oh my God! Okada's kicked out again.
Will of Okada. It's pure. Garth said it before about Dragon Lee in order to diminish his achievements. But like, this is pure adrenaline from Okada right now.
To be honest, I think he should just lay down and take the pin because he's going to end up getting hurt.
Last thing, you need to.
Oh my God! Here we go.
A big tackle there from Hansen. You need to gauge how much this damage is going to carry on to the rest of the tournament.
It looks to me like Hansen is now just toying with Okada.
That's the thing. Okay, Hansen's just
Big
waiting
body slam.
for it to be easy to create distance again. We've said it in almost every match, but if Hansen won here, he'd be winning on points easily.
Oh, easily.
Okay, Okada's not going to be able to get that string of offense in the last 5 minutes. He needs to put Hansen away here.
You feel like every minute this match ticks on, Hansen is enjoying the pain that he's inflicting on Okada.
This isn't hard for Hansen. He's not exerting himself as much as Okada has to get an inch. Okada trying to fire up big boots. Oh, and surprisingly, must put it down, but Okada can't follow up because he just needs that break.
I think that winded Hansen there. Kick to the chest.
Oh, he's going to the backwards Rainmaker.
Rainmaker!
He didn't even.
Surely not. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God!
An unbelievable shock.
Oh my God!
I think I might have to have a replay because I think that might have been a fast count.
But it's a fair bear, Garth. It's literally in the name. Don't you start calling our referee into questions.
How has that happened? Okada on the pummeling of his life. And then one Rainmaker and Stan Hansen stays down. Okada moves to 2 points. That's unbelievable, Garth.
It's obviously the big sort of kick stunned Hansen, and then he's just followed up with that Rainmaker straight away. And Hansen's been seeing stars 1, 2, 3 because he was toying. He should have tried to put him away, and he's messed up, boys.
One thing that's worth noting is that was a very fast finish. Okada was sending Hansen to the rope. He was disorientating Hansen. It won't be the blow that did it. Hansen didn't know where he was.
Mm-hmm.
Hansen's not used to going that fast. And that's right, he was toying with his food, but you have to remember that Hansen thought he had this match in the bag. He'd hit 2 lariats by the 15-minute mark. One more would have put Okada away. He was waiting for it to be easy. And then Okada took advantage. You notice Okada, he normally goes for a spinning Rainmaker and often a tombstone before he hits that final Rainmaker. So the fact that he just did that quickly shows how desperate he was, because that's not a good thing to do. Okada does that to play to the crowd. He completely just forgot to play to the crowd in the moment because he had to win this.
Recognizing the danger, and that's really important, and that's something that Stan Hansen is going to have to take with him as he goes on to the remainder of his block matches, because none of these blocks are easy. There's no rest night in any of these competitors. Anyway, let's move on to what is going to be a main event for the ages as we continue our quest to fill our PPW Valkyrie Championship Battle Royal with a match between Mayu Iwatani and Aja Kong. And here we are, main event time. The icon of Stardom, Mayu Iwatani, taking on what can only be described as one of the top 3 Joshi legends of all time, daughter of Kong, Aja Kong. I mean, Garth, surely Mayu's fighting an uphill battle here as she's taken down really violently there, and again.
Absolutely no messing around here. Iwatani's got a work cut out for her, but as we've seen in the past, these matches can turn on an absolute dime, so I'm going to go Kong, but I'm expecting good things from Iwatani.
I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, this match, if you look at the match that we've just seen between Okada and between Hansen, like I said, Garth, these matches turn in an instant. And if we've learnt anything, Chris, Mayu can endure almost ungodly levels of punishment and still be standing. It can still find the win in the important moments. And that is where Mayu has the slight advantage here.
A lot of Aja Kong's offense involves trauma to the neck, which May at times seems impervious to.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
then the thing with Kong is here, and she's shown it. Any time she can, she'll get some sort of offense in. It's not a case of waiting for somebody to get up. It's like, I'm going to kick you, then get you up. I'm going to punch you.
A big back fist there. May going through offense early. She doesn't want this to go long. Aja Kong has surprising stamina for someone of her size. Another big back fist. Take notes, Mina Shirakawa.
May really needs to get out of distance from these spinning back fists. You do not want to be in the vicinity of one of these so you can hit it flush. Surely not.
Keeps going for the dragon. She's going for big moves way too early, is May.
You say that, Chris. Surely this is wanting to finish it early, not bothering with other offense, Hurricane Rana. We are looking for big finishing moves quickly. May recognizing the danger that is Aja Kong.
But May can't get up from a dropkick only not even 5 minutes into this match. She's getting a 2 count not even 5 minutes into this match.
It feels like everything's just bouncing off Kong.
1. Not even a 2 count.
You can't think of Aja Kong as your standard wrestler. You need to think of her like a Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah. She's
1, 2. Mayu does kick out.
An uncompromising.
See, May gone for pins off of arm drags. That's not going to put Aja Kong away, but it's going to make her have to exert herself more than she normally would.
1, 2.
Kong is not even going for any sort of flash. She just wants to put this away.
Brainbuster. Good God.
Oh, Aja Kong. She does not like the fact that
absolute-
Mayu is more relevant than her in today's Joshi landscape.
Bits of
Mayu's
Mayu's
got-
costume lying all over the ring. She has taken an absolute beating here.
Oh, big
Big
Hurricane
pump.
Rana.
Hurricane Rana,
Just
one.
do the turn.
Kong went for a powerbomb and it cost her. Big
One.
Northern Light suplex.
Two.
Hiroshi
First two
Hase would
count
be
for
proud.
Mayu.
You have to
Mayu
remember-
seeming
turn the
finally Mayu seems to have some sort of foothold in this match after that explosive start from Aja Kong.
one
Bulldog.
thing we need to mention
One.
is
Two.
the difference of crowd dynamic here in Scotland is going to be completely different in Japan, and both these women have experience outside, of course, May, former Women of Honor champion, appearing in Lucha
One.
Underground,
Two.
That's an absolute
Ooh.
squish.
It really is.
and Aja Kong, former.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The power bomb.
Folded her in half.
Your
In the
neck is
corner
not
as well.
supposed to make that. It's not supposed to go like that.
It's Powerbomb City, bitch. Aja Kong now starting to feel the crowd. Big back fist. It finally takes Mayu down. Could that be it?
1, 2, 2
Oh.
and a. Oh.
Kong is gonna kill you.
Locks her in a Boston
Boston
Crab.
No.
Again, that's not going to be to finish the match. She knows that Kong isn't going to tap out to that. That's to wear her down.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, just getting those legs up into a Boston Crab's got to be an effort.
And again, a reminder,
Another powerbomb.
so far, Rhea Ripley is the only qualifier of this tournament so far. 1, 2, and again, a kick out the last possible second from Mayu.
Mayu
That's
gone behind. Oh, but Aja Kong having none of it. Going for another pin.
1, 2,
That's
3, and
That
there
was-
we go.
It's the shock that did it there, not the... May did not expect a pin off of that.
An absolute mugging in our main event here. Mayu managed to garner a few choice moves, but Aja Kong absolutely destroying Mayu, sending a message, I feel, to the rest of the women's roster in PPW with that arrogant pin. Mayu, of course, one of the best women's wrestlers in the world, and Aja Kong has beaten her in 11 minutes without really breaking a sweat. What a message, Sengar.
It's unbelievable. And, I mean, we see Kong with not even a cover. She was pausing as she was pinning, as if to say, look, if this is the best you've got, just hand me the crown now, because I'm just going to destroy everybody.
Scary, scary stuff. Chris, final thoughts on that main event?
What does this mean for May? Where does she go from here? That's one of the most decisive matches we've had in this company. We've only had 2 shows. But it's the least competitive match we've had so far. May didn't get any bombs there.
Nothing. Just an absolute decimation.
You feel that this crown is Aja Kong's to lose. And that's a terrifying prospect 2 shows in. Aja Kong becomes the second person to qualify for that Valkyrie Championship Battle Royal alongside Rhea Ripley. But that is all we've got time for on this second edition of Monday Fight Club. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us on another momentous night of wrestling. Join us again, same time, same place, next week, where the GEC tournament will continue to roll on. We will see more tag team action, and hopefully we will see more qualifiers for the PPW Valkyrie Women's Championship Battle Royal. Until then, I will see you all soon.